In February and March 2011, short sellers, people who bet money that a stock price will go down, published reports basically claiming that China Agritech, an organic fertilizer company in China, was a fraud, and that the short sellers could not find working factories or stores. Perhaps they couldn't find this because they didn't contact the company and ask to visit. I contacted the company and requested a visit. They said, "Great." On March 5th, I traveled around with representatives from the company to at least half a dozen stores in Jiangsu Province. These distribution centers, this is the first one that we went to, they sell the company's granular fertilizer and company's liquid fertilizer. They sell seeds to farmers, and they also sell pesticides and other products made by other manufacturers. The stores have some innovative features. They have an intranet which connects them through webcams so that farmers can come in and say, "Oh, I have this weed, what should I use?" And there's experts in this distribution center that can talk to the farmers in the smaller distribution centers and give them ideas for what they should use for various weeds and various problems that they're having. These are some of the liquid fertilizers that the company makes and sells. This is a classroom where once every 2 weeks the company offers free classes for farmers taught by agricultural experts. This is another center that we visited, distribution center. And the next day, visited the Anhui factory. I noticed when I got there, there's these 2 trucks that you can see loading granular fertilizer. They have 2 one-ton forklifts that they use. And I sort of counted the number of bags of fertilizer on the pallets. 25, 40 kilogram bags is one. This is the manufacturing facility. You can see electricity, you can see big machines, mixing, manufacturing equipment. That's the end of the line right there, the finished product. It's still warm, it's got to be cooled off before it's put into the bags. The end of the line right there, those bags of granular fertilizer, those are 40 kilogram bags. And the line, you'll see that line. This is a part of the machine that mixes the fertilizer together after it's been baked, and those hammers hit the side of the tube so that the fertilizer doesn't stick to the inside of the tube. These are people adding inputs, various inputs to the production line. They can vary the rate of speed of those conveyor belts, and that determines how much of the various inputs are mixed into this whole process. So I watched the end of the line for some time, and I timed it. Basically, this line can produce 4 to 7 40 kilogram bags a minute. They can vary the rate of that conveyor belt. I watched them do it. I timed it. And if you average 5.2 40 kilogram bags a minute for an 8-hour shift, you've produced 100 metric tons. That's the math that I did, and that's exactly what the manager of the factory told me, and what the company says it produces. This factory runs 300 days a year, at least 2 shifts a day. Right now they run in 3 8-hour shifts a day. It's the high season. And basically everything that they produce right now goes out to the stores. None of it's stored at the factory because this is the high season and they're stocking all the stores. And so you can see this production line, you can imagine it's not rushing through things to do 5, 6 bags a minute, 40 kilogram bags. So I noticed after 15 minutes, the 2 trucks that we saw in the beginning, empty, being loaded up, were completely loaded up, and they were driving away to the train station. There were 6 to 7 pallets a truck. Basically, at that rate, 2 trucks every 15 minutes, 8 trucks an hour. That's exactly 100 metric tons in an 8-hour shift, which again is what the company said they would produce. As the short seller John Hempton said, if you find the plants and you count the trucks entering and leaving the plants and the amount of fertilizer on them consistent with the company filings, you have proved the existence of the company and disproved the short case. So, in the words of the short seller John Hempton, I have disproved the short case.